Hi guys! So, my magnificent Hobonichi order has arrived and I am excited to show it to you. This is actually something of a miracle because in previous years my Hobonichi orders would always get stuck in customs for at least 1 to 2 weeks when they arrived in the UK, but because Hobonichi has switched to FedEx, that doesn't happen anymore. So I'm sure that I'm not alone in rejoicing about this fact because I got this much quicker than I have ever received any of my previous Hobonichi orders, and I am over the moon. So I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see. First off, I got the A6 English planner, which I use as my daily journal, and I've been using that for the last 2 years, so this will be the third one. And nothing has really changed as far as I can tell since last year, except the stuff at the end. So it's got this little informational section on the Japanese bread shop. So that's my A6. Then I got, let me just move the rest of the beautiful things out of the way for now, the Swallows Weeks. Now this is something of a story. So as you may know if you saw my reaction to the full Hobonichi lineup when it came out a few weeks ago, I was really torn this year between this week's and the Embrace the Constellations design. And I was going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I couldn't decide, and then finally I went for the Swallows. And I was so excited for it to come, and I was really looking forward especially to the little flower that you get on the back and on the front. So this is my flower on the back, and it's beautiful. But my flower on the front, let's see if it will focus, is right in front of the year. It's like right where the year is. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, no! I feel like almost anywhere else on the front would have been fine, but that just kept bothering me. And James kept trying to make the best of it, and he was saying, no, it's cool, it's like a nice placement because, you know, it's right in front of the year, so you can't miss it. It's like the bird is bringing a flower to 2021 and it's going to be a good year. To which, of course, my brain immediately responded, it looks like 2021 is crushing the flower, and it's going to be bringing more pandemics and wildfires and all kinds of disasters. So that didn't really work. And I've been struggling with this, and I just absolutely love this cover, except for that one issue, which is that, like, I just can't make friends with the fact that the bird is crashing into the year, and it kind of obscures the flower. So I didn't know what to do about it, and then my magnificent friend today said that she would be very happy to take this and use it as a cat and plant tracker, which solved my problem because that meant that I could order a new one without feeling guilty about wasting this one. And of course, like a true planner addict, what did I do? I ordered another one of these and also the Constellations. So I'm going to have a big planner dilemma coming up because I'm going to have this and then also the other one, and I'm not sure what to do yet, but that's just where things stand at the moment. So the weeks is also the same as it has been in previous years. I couldn't see any changes except again the stuff at the back, and I'm really excited to start setting this up. This is going to be my personal planner, but obviously not this exact copy because this is going to my friend. So those are my 2 books that I've ordered. People always say, have you stopped using a cousin? Where's the cousin? Why no cousin? And that's because I use a spring cousin, so I'm not going to be ordering a new cousin until the February launch. Now, let's start on some of the covers. So I ordered a whole bunch of covers, mostly A6, but also some A5. And the first one is An Enemy Blocked the Way, which I absolutely fell in love with as soon as I saw it on the website. So I've played a little bit of the Mother 2 game, not a lot. I've played enough to encounter this guy, the Spiteful Crow, but I haven't met any of the others. But I just think that this is a really cool cover. I love the design. It's so cheerful, and I really like the colors. I like purple and teal, and the whole thing just looks awesome, and I just love all of these like funny enemies. And I also really like the pink and the purple here, and the pen loops as well. The only thing that I'm not like super keen on is this kind of light brown khaki color. But I think because it's just on the inside and you've got so much color going on for the rest of the planner that it's okay. So it's got the Mother logo, and then it comes with 2 sheets of stickers, which are all of Mother 2 characters. So there's some Mr. Saturns, and there's Ness and his dog, and yeah, it's really cool. So I feel like I might end up hoarding these because they're so awesome I won't be sure where to use them. But I really like this cover, and I'm going to put my A6 English planner, my journal, into this ASAP. Then continuing with the Mother 2 theme, I also got the Saturn ladder, which I just think is really cute and funny, and I'm totally into all of the Mother covers. So this is, I'm not sure if how well you can see it here, but this is like a kind of cottony texture, and then this is like a raised fuzzy texture. So it kind of feels like a patch, you know, like when you get those sew on or iron on patches, it feels like one of those. It's quite thick, but not so thick that it's annoying or feels like a weird puffy sticker or something. It's just nicely raised, and then it has this sort of soft fuzzy texture. It's really cool. I like it a lot. And then this is just, looks like it's, I guess, some kind of either ink or vinyl or something, but you can't really feel it. And this is very smooth, and then this is what it looks like on the back. So the Mr. Saturns are just saying things. I think it's like boing and like zip and stuff like that, and that's what it looks like open. So it's got something on both sides, and then here you get more Mother 2 stickers, and the inside is red with the Mother logo. So I just think that this is a really, really nice cover. It doesn't have the pocket in the back, and in fact neither does this one, and I actually like that because I don't use the pockets. I never use the pockets on the back of my Hobonichi covers, and so I prefer it just to be smooth. So that's those two. Then I also bought a Mother cover from the last year lineup, which is still available on the website. And this is one that didn't particularly draw me last year, but I think I've become more obsessed with the Mother 2 covers since then. And I just thought that this was really cool. It's faux leather, and it has a debossed Mr. Saturn here, if you can see. And then on the inside, it has more Mr. Saturns. There's a Mr. Saturn here. He's like peeking out from the smiley pocket. And then there's also one here that you can barely see, and he's holding a balloon. And then there's also a Mr. Saturn ladder on the back, which I think is really cool because it looks just like this one. So I don't know, I just think that's awesome. This one does have a pocket, and the whole thing is faux leather except for the inside here, which feels like a kind of nylon. And it's like a kind of reddish brown, and then the inside is red. So I just really like this one as well, and I have this huge regret from my early years in Hobonichi land that I didn't buy the cast cover when it came out, because I loved it, but at the time I thought that I shouldn't buy any Mother 2 covers because I hadn't played the game, and now I regret it. So I'm basically just taking the opportunity to buy as many Mother 2 covers as I like. So then I got the Liberty Fabrics Lockwood, and this was, again, because I just thought that this was really striking and beautiful. This has a pocket. You can see here the design goes over the whole cover, both sides, and I just think it's really stunning. It has green on the inside pocket here. I'm not sure if you can see that. The same as on the inside. I really like the green, and I just love this design. I think it's so colorful and striking, and it just makes me happy. And I like the mix of all of the different colors of flowers, and it just reminds me of being in a beautiful flower garden, which I think is the point. So again, this is more A6 covers than I have bought previously. This was quite a big order, and that was because I felt like I didn't want to regret anything. And like I mentioned with the cast cover, and there are a couple of other covers that I've kind of regretted in later years not buying, and so I just decided it's better to buy it. And you know, like, I'm quite careful about only picking the ones that I really, really like, but I'm happy to have as many of them as possible because I switch them out every week and I like having a selection. So those were the A6 covers. Then I bought, this was kind of an impulse, the Dancing Fox charm, and I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it is. I thought it was going to be about this big, and in fact it's like gigantic. It's like almost the size of the A6 planner. So I was not expecting that, but I have hung it on a planner that I keep on my wall. It's kind of a long story, but this is sort of a reminder of, it reminds me of one of our dogs, Pet Pet, who you might have seen in a recent video. She kind of looks like a little brown fox, and so sometimes we call her a little fox, and it reminds me of her. And so I put this on the wall, on the planner on the wall, and it kind of just reminds me of her, and it's happy. But it's quite big, so if you're considering this, I just didn't read the specifications. It was my fault. I thought it was a lot smaller than it was. So it's, for me, it doesn't work very well as a planner charm because it's so big, but on the wall I like it. Okay, so then moving on to the A5 covers. This is the Minna Perhonen Minamo cover, and when I first saw this, I was like, meh, they put it in a preview, and I just kind of saw this image and I thought, it kind of looks like a checkered tea towel or something. And then when the full cover release came online and I read the description, I was instantly hooked, which often happens to me with Hobonichi covers. They have such an amazing way of describing their covers that even if you didn't think that you liked it at first, after reading the description, you're just like, I need that! And that's what happened here. So the idea of this is that it's supposed to represent a lake in a forest with flowers falling on the surface of the water. And as soon as I read that description, I just instantly saw it in these patterns. And it just makes me feel tranquil and happy and peaceful, and it really just reminds me of sitting by a lake in a forest and admiring the petals on the surface of the lake. So it's a kind of soft, maybe cottony feel. I'm not sure what the fabric is. It might be polyester, but it doesn't feel like they're nylon covers. It feels a little bit rougher, so the nylon covers feel really, really smooth and silky, and this one doesn't quite so much. It has a little bit of texture, very delicate, and it's just, yeah, it's a nice fabric-y feeling, I guess. And then on the inside it has faux leather. This is also faux leather. I checked with them just to make sure that it wasn't animal leather. And these nice lacy bookmarks, and the inside is kind of this like light pink faux leather and then a sort of brighter pink nylon. And I'm not usually a fan of pink, but I think on the inside with this it works because it kind of reminds you of the flowers, and so you think of like the petals and on the lake, and you have the green and the pink here to remind you of the forest and the flowers, and I just think it's really beautiful. I'm going to use this for my cousin, which is my work planner, and I thought that that's kind of suitable for a work planner because it has this calm, peaceful vibe, which I really need because I often get really worked up and panicked about work. And it also looks quite professional, like it's not, I don't know, one of the, you know, kind of really wacky, silly covers like this one. Not that anyone would mind, especially as I'm at home all the time now. I don't go into work you know, with the situation the way it is, but I just feel like somehow for myself I want it to like be a little bit more serious but also beautiful, and I feel like that's what this is. In contrast to the other A5 cover that I bought, which is Cookie Monster! And at first I was like, I'm not sure, because I'm not like a huge fan of Sesame Street, as in not, you know, like I liked Sesame Street when I was a kid, but I'm not kind of, I don't feel a strong enough association with Sesame Street that I thought I would want to have Sesame Street covers. But then the Cookie Monster cover just really grabbed me. And I was talking about it with James, and he was like, of course, everyone loves Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster is like, you know, he's just like a superhero or something. You don't have to be a fan of Sesame Street to love Cookie Monster. So that kind of swayed me. Like, look how soft it is. It's beautiful. It's like this very kind of plush, velvety feel, like a plush toy, like a stuffed animal. So I absolutely love this, and like, look, you can do that, and then you can do that. It's really cool. And Cookie Monster just has this amazing expression. He's like, cookies please, and then you get to give him cookies because the bookmarks have cookies at the end. How cool is that? I think that was the thing that really swayed me. So I am not going to use this for my work planner. I am going to use it for one of my other A5 books that I have. I have, you know, a few A5 notebooks, and so I'm going to use it for one of those. And on the inside it's this very satisfyingly squishy black faux leather, really, really nice. And then it's got the Sesame Street logo here, and then it has the usual Hobonichi little inscription that they have on the inside, and it has the usual Hobonichi pockets, and this is what it looks like on the back. So everything is just very fluffy and plush, and I love it. So this just can't fail to make you happy. I feel that looking at this just makes me feel at peace with the world in rather a different way to this one, but no less sublime. So those are my A5 covers. So like I said, no A5 planner because that will wait until the spring. I've still got 6 months left of my current cousin. And then finally I bought this Minä Perhonen Ohio tote bag. So this is the new tote bag that they came out with in the accessories section of the website. And I bought this because I have another tote bag from Minä Perhonen that came out last year, the Mermaid, which is a design that I love. And I love this design as well. And I use these to put some of my everyday planners in. So I basically got, now I have two of these bags. The other one is in the Mermaid design, which I showed in my last video. And that one is storing all of my everyday carry planners, and this one is storing my journals. So I have 3 journals, one A5 5-year Techo, one A6 5-year Techo, and the A6 English planner. And those are where I write like gratitude, highlights, and my accomplishments for the day, and things I'm looking forward to, and then my like kind of longhand prose journaling book. And so I keep them in here, and that way I can carry them around the house with me, and I always know where they are. And if I want to journal, I just pick up the bag, and it's a great size because it's pretty much A5 size. So you can see this is my cousin. So it fits this planner with not much extra room, because a lot of tote bags are quite a bit bigger than this. And so if you were to put your planners in, there would be a lot of extra room and they would kind of move around. So I feel like this is perfect if you just want to keep like 2 or 3 planners in it, because it's just the right size for them. I don't think it's really good as a, like, I don't know, bag to take with you when you're going shopping, or, you know, like if you're going out to run errands or whatever, because it's a bit small. But as a planner bag, it's absolutely perfect, and I really love this design. I actually liked the covers that came in this design. There's an A6 cover in this design in black and an A5 cover in grey that looks like this, but I didn't buy them because they have leather zips. So this is perfect as an alternative because it's the same design and it's really useful. Like, you know, I use it for my planners, so super happy about that. So yeah, this is my massive, gigantic Hobonichi haul, and like I said, I've got another 2 weeks on the way. So I'll show you the constellation weeks when that comes, because I have this big dilemma and I'm going to have to try to decide what to do. But here you can see everything that I bought in this first haul. So there you have it. So I hope that if you have received a Hobonichi order, that you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying mine. And I will be back again soon with another video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!